Well, U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says that the Department of Justice has issued grand jury subpoenas to the Federal Reserve, threatening a possible criminal indictment linked to his congressional testimony last June. Powell even said that the testimony focused on a multi-year renovation of the Fed's historic headquarters, which he described as necessary infrastructure upgrades. Calling the legal action a pretext, Powell even said that it represents a dramatic escalation in pressure on the central bank.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president.
The move comes amid rising tensions between Powell and President Donald Trump, who's repeatedly criticized the Federal Reserve for not cutting interest rates aggressively enough. Since the second half of 2025, the Fed has cut rates as many as 3 times, but Trump has argued the reductions are insufficient and has blamed Fed policy for slowing economic growth. The White House has yet to officially respond on the subpoenas, referring questions to the Justice Department. Powell has even warned that legal threats tied to monetary policy decisions risk undermining the Federal Reserve's independence, a cornerstone of U.S. economic stability. In fact, critics even say that any attempt to intimidate or remove the Fed chair over interest rate decision could weaken investor confidence and politicize monetary policy too. The dispute now raises broader questions about the balance of power between the White House, the Justice Department, and an independent central bank.
This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation. I have served at the Federal Reserve under 4 administrations, Republicans and Democrats alike. In every case, I have carried out my duties without political fear or favor, focused solely on our mandate of price stability and maximum employment.